Hi, my name is James Massey, and today we're going to talk about prospecting as a sport. So, if you like the information, go ahead and hit like and subscribe to my channel. All right, so let's get into it. So, I was talking to an agent on the phone, and there was a really good real estate agent, and she crushes it when it comes to getting in front of a buyer or getting in front of a seller. She's able to find a home for buyers. She's able to get the home sold if it's a seller. But she was struggling when it came to prospect, getting in front of them basically by making phone calls. So after talking to her, I started realizing she was very, very competitive, like extremely competitive. I mean, she played on the she played sports in high school. She played sports in college. Super competitive when it came to games, but she just never made that transition when it came to prospect. So I talked to her and I told her, I said, look, really what this thing is, we have to make that mental shift to gamifying this whole process. Gamifying it the same way you would gamify if you play basketball, if you play football, or you play baseball. And I talked to her about being Michael Jordan, right? And and the reason why I said Michael Jordan, because he was the greatest, right? He was arguably the greatest basketball player that ever played. And Michael Jordan believed that he was going to make every single shot, regardless if he missed. And then I talked to her about Tom Brady. Like, regardless if you like Tom Brady or not, I'm not a Patriots fan at all. However, Tom Brady is arguably the greatest quarterback that ever played football, right? Tom Brady believes he's going to make every throw, even if it's short, even if it's long. He believes he's going to make every throw. And I talked to her about Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron hit 755 home runs, right? So Hank Aaron believed he was going to hit every ball out of the park, regardless if he struck out. So we have to change our attitude and understand that prospecting or real estate is our sport. So if I look at it as my sport, guess what? I have to make that mental shift just like that when it comes to competition. So there's a few different ways that you make that mental shift. Now, of course, you got motivation speakers and things of that nature. But what I like to do is I like to really focus in on a couple of things. One, practice, right? Practice makes perfect. So if I never practice, guess what? And if I get in the game, I'm probably not going to hit the shot. I'm probably going to miss the free throw. I'm probably not going to hit a home run. So I got to understand that practice is very, very important. And the practice is something I need to do before the game, not in the game. So I like to get like another person or family member or whoever it is, and I like to actually do my role playing with them. I have my scripts laid out and I actually start doing it. I go one at a time. They'll have some objections for me and we'll do those objections together. After we do those objections together, what I do is I write down everything that I did right, everything that I did wrong, and I practice some more. So Michael Jordan was the greatest. Why? Because he practiced more than anybody else. Tom Brady practiced more than anybody else. Hank Aaron, he batted practice more than anybody else. So that's why they was considered the greatest. Guess what? We can be the greatest. What we got to do, practice more than anybody else. It's not something that is like so far out that we can't imagine ourselves doing it. We just got to freaking do it. We got to like put on our big boy or big girl pants, and we just got to do the freaking work. But if you do the work, it's very, very rewarding in of itself. So the first key, like I said, is practice. Now, the second part of this is, you do have to have some confidence. If you need a motivator, Tony Robbins, I love him. I love his information. So like getting that stuff into you is key in all of this. And then the last part of it is finding somebody that has done this on a high level, and then kind of seeing how they move and how they talk, listening to other people do it. I've listened to tons of different books, that talk about sales and things of that. Dan Kennedy got tons of different stuff that can help in this particular area. So like understanding that, hey, like you are in in a sporting event, and then 2, you have to practice before you get into the game, and then 3, you need to get around and start getting the information so you can get the confidence in order to do what you need to do in order to win. Like, I sat in this chair because I believed that this chair was going to hold me up. If I did not believe, I would not have sat down. So belief is something that if we believe something, we actually do it. If I don't believe it, I don't do it. So you have to believe that you can do it first, and then you actually start to do the work. So if you like the information that I put out here, like I said, go ahead and hit like and subscribe to my channel. And any new information that I start putting out, you'll be the first one to find out. Other than that, looking to see you later.